It's Danielle from Wusa Holistic Health Coaching. As a certified holistic health therapist, I am here to tell you that it is the way everybody is so stressed out, so anxious, so agitated, also known as so bothered by everything and everyone. And what's on the news and what's going on social media and what did they say about me and what is their opinion of me and what do they think of me and it's just out of control. And here's why. Because every bit of that being bothered is ruining your health. It is ruining your mental health. It is ruining your emotional health. It is ruining your physical health. Because when that amount of agitation and stress is on your nervous system, you are fatiguing your adrenal glands. You are dumping the stress hormone cortisol, which puts fat in all the wrong places on our bodies that we don't want. And we just don't have a very high quality of life when we're just bothered by everything. But here's what I want to share with you. I know that you can't help it. I know that you're triggered. I know that you have all of these reactions that you can't control or explain. You know, when we're bothered, we are pushing everyone away. Nobody can be comfortable in the presence of someone that has to control everything, or else they're constantly irritated. If things are not going their way, they're going to flip out. If somebody says something they don't like, they're crying or going off the deep end or going off on people. People avoid people like that like the plague because we don't ever know when that trigger is going to happen. Here's the thing though. There's something that can be done about that. The nervous system is so dysregulated when there is unresolved trauma and wounds, adverse childhood events and experiences, things that have happened to us that just haven't been unpacked yet, haven't been cleared. And that's the work that I do. I can help people that have a dysregulated nervous system and old trauma wounds to heal those things so that they can control their reactions to become responses, or so that they could keep from always feeling the need to respond or react at all. Our upcoming Unbothered event, the masterclass coming up October 24th. Some of you may be wondering, why would I ever want to come to a class about becoming breezy and unbothered? It might sound very surface, it might sound very shallow, it might kind of even sound pointless. We're going to explain all of it. We're going to make it all make sense, and we're going to give you the tools and the training that you need to fix it. And we need to fix it because we want to be healthy. We want to be happy. We want to live passionate, purposeful lives. We want to have amazing relationships. That, my dear, that's right there. That is when you really have peace in your life. That is when the healing really starts. That is real strength. When you don't feel the need to just pop off and react in the moment, where you can take a breath, calm down and pause. Think about whether or not you even want to engage, because everybody doesn't deserve your engagement or attention. Everything does not deserve our response. Every time someone invites us into a fight or some drama, we don't have to attend the drama, fight, party. We can choose not to attend. We can choose to use our energy, our focus on something else, something that aligns with our purpose, our dreams, our goals, where we're going in life, our path. All that other stuff could just be things that are moving us further and further from where we're trying to go. And to me, that's too high a price to pay. But here's the problem. When we don't know what to do to get out of that cycle of, I've just got to control it. It's not going my way, so I'm going to be upset. Someone pulled out in front of me, so I'm going to freak out. I'm just constantly in a state of panic and chaos. That going on inside the body is literally what is behind dis-ease, also known as disease. Put the word together. It's dis-ease. You just can't get comfortable. You can't get calm. It's the very opposite of what the word wusa means. When there's no peace in the body, there's no health to the body. It's depleted. It's exhausted. It's agitated. There's stomach problems. There's headaches. There's even cancer. We can't get to a place where the body is able to be healed. You know, there are places in this world, you may have heard of the blue zones, where chronic illness and disease isn't even a thing because calm is built into the day. It's built into the lifestyle. It's built into the mindset. Not overreacting about everything, not worrying about everything. I'll just give you one simple example of something that we, especially in westernized society, worry about as getting older. Whereas like someplace like Sardinia, that's one of the blue zones. The elderly or the ones that are older are like revered, they're respected, they're put up on a pedestal, they're cared for. They don't have to worry about being stuck in nursing homes with no one to care for them. That's not the case in places like the United States. Older people are basically freaked out. That's why they're so sick. That's why they're so lonely. That's why they're so sad. And it's because they're so isolated. And then if they're not already in a nursing home, they're worried about somebody putting them in one.
Like the more kids you have, the less of a possibility you go to like a home. One of them is gonna wipe my butt.
Because it's just not built into our society to have the utmost respect for the aged and the elderly. Even biblically, we're supposed to rise up before the gray-headed. But, if you're constantly worried about getting older, that's literally taking away from your peace, and it's speeding up the aging process and causing the formation of chronic illness and disease. That's just one tiny example of being bothered. Imagine if you were so at peace with the aging process because you knew that the alternate to aging is that you're not alive. Imagine knowing that you can just be like, I am so grateful for each new day that I get to live. I am in such awe of this gift of life and each moment that I get to experience another event, another sunset, another sunrise, another view of these mountains, of this ocean. And you're not thinking about, oh my word, this wrinkle, oh my word, I have another gray hair. It's a whole different way of living. It's a whole different way of thinking and being. But there's a million other things just like that bother us. And those things are really, really taking from our quality of life and ruining something that should be just fantastic, awe-inspiring, and filling us with so much gratitude and peace. But those are the types of things that we're going to be discussing, in addition to how you can become more magnetic if you're trying to find someone to share your life with. If you want to be married, if you want to attract the right kind of person into your life, you can't do that and be bothered at the same time. It pushes people away when you are so attached to every text message and every reaction, every response. If they didn't call back right away, what did they say? And overanalyzing every word. And that's not any way to live. And so I'm very, very passionate because I am so passionate, especially with women's health, because I'm a woman, but all people's health. But this event is definitely for women, and it is going to be focused on the things that really can dysregulate our health mentally, physically, emotionally, even spiritually. But it really does have a negative impact on our lives, our relationships, and on our quality of life when we cannot get to a place of becoming unbothered. Mark your calendars for October the 24th, 7 p.m. Eastern. It will be on Zoom. It will be a safe space. You will have time for question and answer. It will not be from a place of being dogmatic, because I too am becoming. I may be a little further ahead than you, but I'm still not getting it right every second, every day. But I'm aware of the importance of this training and this practice to choose every day what I'm going to let bother me, if anything, because I know what it does to me. I know that I want to enjoy a high quality of life. I know that I want to be healthy and happy. I know that I want to have a purpose-driven, passionate life. I know that I don't want to speed up the aging process by letting everything bother me, stress me out, and cause anxiety. And I want the same thing for you. So meet me on October the 24th on Zoom, 7 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to talk about all of it. And we're not going to just talk about it, but we're going to actually show you what it looks like, what it doesn't look like, how to do it, and how to heal those old wounds from your nervous system, from your subconscious, that make it so hard for you to control those reactions and live your best life. See you soon. Have a good day. Bye.